Hey, what is up you guys? My name is SubZeroExtabyte as it always is in Minecraft as well as in Roblox. This time I am the Green Genius throwing another video at you guys about my adventure in Minecraft. It is a snowy day today here in Minecraft. I think it is Christmas. Yay, it sure does look like Christmas because I am sure I saw a Christmas tree a few seconds ago. But I am not stupid. It is not really Christmas. It only is Christmas in Minecraft today. I don't know if it is Christmas Day or whatever, but that doesn't matter at the moment because whether it is Christmas or not, I am going to do this map for you. What is it going to be? Well, that will be a surprise for you, right? It looks like a parkour, right? Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Who knows? I know. And of course, I fail parkour miserably. I do say so myself that if I focus on the parkour, it works out very well. Then you could call me the master of parkour. Obviously I am just joking around because there are many more people who are better than me. But let's just say for now that if I want, I can do a decent parkour, guys. Maybe my parkour skills will come in handy in this map. Who knows? I actually don't know myself either. I don't exactly know where I have to start, but before we begin, I have to prepare myself mentally and physically for this amazing. Oops. No, I am not going to say that yet. It is all a surprise, but I promise, not for long. I am just warming up right now because that it is an important part of my daily routine, guys. Without a proper warming up, you are toast. Well, no, that is not good what I just said. I actually meant that you are eating too much toast. Anyway, I believe it is time for me to begin. What I am exactly going to do is completing a few levels. Simple as that, but there are glitches in the levels, and I believe that the only way to complete a level is by using a glitch. Anyway, don't get scared, I won't die. Well, this map I have to complete by using or abusing every glitch as possible. I think that is not as difficult as everybody thinks it is. I simply have to use a glitch to get out. Everyone uses glitches and I know a lot about glitches because I kind of invented them. They call me SubZeroExtabyte sometimes, or sometimes they call me the Zero Glitch. I don't know anymore, but they used to have a lot of names for me, and by them I mean my friends and the bartender and the toddler from daycare and the mother from my friend's friend, who has a father who works with the father of a friend of mine. I probably have to find some hints for a glitch or something. Maybe some kind of letter, or wait a minute. What about a book? There should be something in the books, of course. Roses are red, violets are blue. I thought I was ugly, but then I saw you. Oh, no, that is not what it says. I have to take a look behind the piston. Pistons can be so mysterious sometimes. I don't even know how their internal stuff is working, but I don't actually need to know. All I need to know is that these things work quite well. They serve their purpose pretty well, and they can lead you to a secret room, which I believe is the room of Mr. Ramsbottom. Or is it not? It sure reminds me of him, but it is probably not because he was not a secret agent or something like that. I have no idea what to do here, but what I do know is that I will have to get out of here. There is nothing that I can do here. Well, all I can do is hope for a way out because that is what I am looking for, of course. I hope I can find one. I must find one. Now I remember, sometimes my friends called me Inspector Byte because I was so good in finding things. So it shouldn't be a problem finding what I am looking for in this house. Or will it be difficult? No, I don't think so because I found it, I believe. This should be the next room, or whatever you want to call it. I call it room because it is easy and it reminds me of a room. A weird room though. I must say that, until now, all the quests were rather easy to complete for me. But that is why I am so good at it, of course. I can find answers or clues in the most little details. Somewhere here, in this snowy garden, there should be a way out. I can try and get out with my Hydra wings, but I am not sure yet how I will have to do that. I believe it is working out quite well because I am flying from one tree to another, just as if we are connected. We are not, of course, but I like to think that way because I like trees. Now where do I have to begin in order for me to complete this part of the map, or this entire map? I think I will have to find a way out by flying round and round in circles around these trees. What if everything is just not real, but I can't fly through a tree, so that is not true? What else could be some clue? Maybe if I just wait until the summer begins, I can see where the snow will melt and probably find an exit. No, of course not. Don't be silly, sub. That would take far too long. So nope. I am not going to do that. Maybe that snow Halloween thingy can help me out. Maybe he is friendly, or maybe he is an evil boss who will instantly kill me when I hit him or do something stupid. I have no idea, but I am not going to take any risks right now because I really want to get as far as I can without dying, of course. That is everyone's wish, right? My wish at the moment is to simply find an answer. There are some glitches which are well known in the Minecraft universe, not as well known as the infamous Herobrine. Null is regarded as one of Minecraft's ghosts. There are 3 entities recognized as Minecraft's ghost: Herobrine, Null, and Entity 303. For this thread we will be discussing Null. Keep in mind I am most experienced with Null than with Herobrine or Entity 303. I have gotten most of my info from people who have encountered Null. An examination of Minecraft's code. Yes, I can read code. But on the other hand I cannot make code. What is Null? Null is a ghost of Minecraft, a creepypasta. Where the term came from I don't know. It places signs that say Null on them, clears your chests, and sometimes inventory, clears all of your replaced signs with Null, and appears as a completely black player that crashes your game when looked at. So if we found some of that right here, maybe that is a clue to the answer of the glitch. I am not and actually never scared of the Null or whatever it might be. So for me it is not a problem to face this monster as long as I am strong enough to complete this map. I really would like to end this level, so I have an idea. I am going to do something which gets me to the answer because this is not going to work. So what I am going to do is use a glitch, and glitches are allowed, right? So I don't see why I can't use a glitch to get out of this glitch map. So please, don't go hard on me in the comments section. I cannot handle that. All I want is to entertain you, and I hope I do exactly that. I am trying to pretend as if I am the best glitch finder in the world, but actually I am not. Haha. Look, where we are right now. A church? Well, if it is not a church then I would not know where in the world of Roblox I am right now. I mean, who am I kidding? Of course this is a church. Right guys? Don't you guys agree on the fact that this surely looks like a church? Well, I'll tell you right now that if I were you guys I would totally 100% agree with me. Not just because I am SubZeroExtabyte and I am 100% correct about the fact that we are in a church right now, but also because it is very clear that we are in a church. See what I did there? No? Well, it doesn't really matter. I'll tell you what does matter a lot though, and that is finding our way out of here. Well, actually it is my way out and not yours, but I like to say our way out because that makes me feel connected with all of you guys. So, can I find something here? No, I have no idea yet. All I am thinking about right now is the boys in the attic. But there must be a way out of here because I feel it, I smell it, and I can almost see it. I just have to find the way out. Shouldn't be so hard here at the moment. I feel like a cowboy, guys. I just had a feeling that I was in some kind of barn, but that was just silly of me to think about that. I hurt myself today, like right now, because that fall hurt a little bit. But this maze is killing me. I can't see where I am going. I really need a clue of which way I am heading at the moment because I don't want to get lost here. I need to feed my cats, guys. Yes, I love cats. Who doesn't love cats? A few people of course, but everyone has got to love animals. I get happy when I see them. Oh my god. Is this maze a never-ending one? I need to get out before I am going to hyperventilate, and that is something nobody wants to see because I am not happy when I hyperventilate because it is scary and painful, and I don't want that to happen. Through dangers untold and hardships unnumbered, I have fought my way here to the castle beyond the Goblin City to take back the child that you have stolen. For my will is as strong as yours, and my kingdom is as great. You have no power over me. That is what I am always telling myself when I am stuck somewhere. I really love the open air, guys. The fresh air is lovely. It really is, guys. I recommend you go there often because I get sick when I am too much inside, just as I got sick when I was in the maze. But there is more to do right now. Even though I am in the great wide open, I still have to find the next exit. I had a car for a couple of years that was a dedicated trail rig. Nothing really crazy done to it other than a leaf spring lift and some tire enhancements. Anyway, about 4 years ago I was out with a buddy wheeling the local mountains, which was a popular area, and the trail we were on completely eroded as I drove over it, causing the K5 to slide with an avalanche of dirt into the trees past the low side of that trail. Needless to say, I was totally helpless without some help. We tried to get it out with a couple of other rigs with winches and tow straps, but the trail made a hairpin turn right before my vehicle spot, so there wasn't any real efficient line of sight to tug at it. Since the trail had literally disintegrated, there was no way of getting it from the front side. The good news was I ended up finding a tow truck company that had a big enough rig to muscle it out of the trees for a decent price. Well, that all came to a crashing halt when we all got stopped at the gate by a ranger, saying he wouldn't allow the tow truck to pull the K5 out because they didn't want to ruin any of the precious shrubs that no one even cared about. So after a couple of weeks going back and forth with the head ranger, he finally gave me the most useless ultimatum available. Either the K5 stays where it is, or I hire an industrial helicopter to lift it off the hill for $13,000. Well, 4 years later, after a bunch of wildlife fires and mudslides, it's gone further and further down the hill. You can still see it from Google Maps. What if I get stuck here for 4 years? I will be so lonesome that I could cry, guys, a lot. And you don't see me cry a lot, right? In fact, have you ever seen me crying? Once, when you found my by the railroad track. I don't know anymore. Anyway, 52 Minecraft should be the answer, right? I am in a snowy land again. Another snow test. Another map. I hope I find a bag of money there where the end is. Now please don't forget to give the bag of money to someone who needs it when I don't make it until the end, because I have nothing to do with it when I'm not there to use it. Now, how am I going to get out of here? I don't know yet, but there should be a way out, of course. It would be cool if I could throw some snowballs and then I would make an exit. Maybe do some parkour. That could be something. Apparently I can't trust the floor, so I need to find something to land on. I know I can find something. When I was a kid, I always pretended that the floor was lava. Everybody did that, right? Well, now it is kind of real, except the floor is snow right now, but I still respawn when I hit the ground, which to me is very odd because I am not used to getting teleported by stepping on snow. Are you used to getting teleported by stepping on snow? That's what I thought. Me neither. But let's try and imagine what it's like to be stepping on snow and not getting teleported here. I think that would be very natural, don't you agree? I mean, stepping on snow is just stepping on snow. I imagine my foot getting put into the snow and leaving a print behind. That's what normal snow does to you stepping on it. That being said, I have absolutely no clue what kind of snow this is. So it's either that or I am seeing things. You are seeing this video right now, so I will let you judge. So I am hoping for you to judge very honestly, because I have no idea what to think of this. Maybe it's me seeing things because I simply sleep too much. Maybe I sleep for so long that I start imagining things on my own. Now that I think about that, that might actually just be it. Imagine that SubZeroExtabyte sleeps too long and therefore starts to see things that are not there, like teleporting snow. Although now that I think about that, I am actually feeling that I am being teleported. It's not something that I am seeing, which makes this whole idea even weirder, don't you guys think? Well, to be completely honest with you, now that I have said all of those things, I'm not sure where I am going with this. I thought you should all know that. And I am still jumping around trying to get somewhere. I don't actually know where exactly, but I will find it eventually. All I can do now is hope for the best, because I don't really understand what is said in the book, so I am on my own on this one. But that is nothing new for me, because I do stuff alone all the time, guys. Unless when I do it together, then I am not alone. But that is kind of obvious, of course. I do start to get a little bit nervous because of those faces of the snowmen. They look like they are going to hurt me very badly, and I am not really into that at the moment. I do think that I can handle those snowmen because I am the sub and he can do anything. Not that snowmen are a real danger, but you never know. Imagine this is the night at the museum. Maybe if I try and land on the ice, should that work? I don't think so, because it is ground as well. So what do I have to do about it? No one can jump so far that he will reach the house over there. That is physically impossible, even for me. SubZeroExtabyte. It is very difficult to do, although I think it might work if I focus and get my sub strength back. Now this button takes me to real lava, I see. Now it gets really dangerous. I am starting to think that someone actually made these rooms instead of the rooms just being here. Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious that someone made these rooms now that I think about it. LOL, I guess rooms cannot build themselves, right? Well, there you go, people. You just learned something new through SubZeroExtabyte. Be sure to tell everyone you know about this. I think I should quit here. Yes, I think that is the best thing to do. I might do this someday when my health insurance is paid. But well, I have time enough to pay. I does not have to be on time, of course. See you in the next video.